recognizes this place from last time, but something feels different.
¿Qué es esto? Ah, oh.
Rise with the sun! One with the force! I'll uproot you!
Okay.
The path ends
Thank
here.
you.
Should we jump down? Isn't that how we did it last time?
Sí. It looks like it. Si yo me recuerdo, en algún punto tengo que regresarme.
We're nearly at the end, right? How come we still haven't found them yet? Also, it's kind of hard to tell that there's been a huge disaster here. It seems just as serene as last time. Maybe try using Xiao's ability.
Pues no parece que haya algo como que diferente. Aparte del halo. Ah, esto de aquí.
Hey, that's one of Madame Lan's rattan figures! It just ran away! Let's go after it!
Full throttle!
¿A que no era aquí? Ah.
The rattan figure is covered in feather! How did that happen? Let's see if there are any more.
Drop your weapons! You asked for it! Bring it!
Why would Madame Lan leave her rattan figures here? It's like she's using them to cast some sort of spell. Well, if there's two, Paimon bets there's gotta be more.
Sí, falta otro más. Ahí. ¿A dónde vas? Ah,
Ah! What's going on? Where is this? Oh, is this what the border actually looks like? Get ready to jump again.
tururututú. Tururututú. Mira nomás, Kiki. Y también está muda, por supuesto que sí.
Focus on my voice, Chi-Chi. You are not feeling sleepy. You are the most awake person in the whole world. Even if everyone else falls asleep, you are going to stay wide awake.
Revertir la hipnosis.
Even so, it doesn't really solve anything. Fight it, Chi-Chi. Fight it.
¿Qué? Ya, claramente porque los asustó.
Drat! Hu Tao, we've got a problem. Somehow they've broken through my illusion.
Discúlpame, fuimos nosotros.
Don't be afraid, Chi-Chi. We'll protect you.
Hotel, Madame Ron, Chi-Chi! Oh, thank goodness we finally found you.
Oh, you frightened me for a second. I thought my illusion had been undone by a bunch of monsters. How did you find this place?
Wow, so Hu Tao really planned ahead. She knew someone would come after her.
Este lugar es muy peligroso. Será mejor que salgamos de aquí primero.
It's not as simple as that. This place is changing constantly. Director Hu has found the exit plenty of times, but it would always close before we can get to it.
Don't worry, we've got you covered.
Chao.
Drat! They must have sensed the new way out.
Hurry, we gotta fend them off.
A ver, menos de un minuto. Ah, conjunto y... No, no me haces eso.
Pills be gone! Rise. Opening box of Adepti tricks.
Drop! Rumble apart! See?
Yeah!
¿A dónde vas? Dije.
Over. Starfall. Closing in.
Ah, es como DPS esta doña, ¿me estás diciendo?
Swift as the swallow.
¿A dónde vas?
You see, Shao? Told you we'd be fine.
No, ve nomás qué mirada tan... ¡Ay, pero qué amor! Yo perdona.
Excuse me,
Es un
sir,
amor.
but are you the legendary conqueror of demons?
¿Qué es lo que ocurrió exactamente?
There's clearly something special about Chi-Chi. If I'd absorbed that much fetter, I don't think I'd still be around to tell the tale.
Well then, let's get her to Boo Boo Pharmacy, shall we? Oh, true. We shouldn't keep Ningguang waiting any longer. She's probably as stressed as a slime in a hot spring by this point, right?
No crees que sea para tanto.
Okay, well, we can discuss that later. Let's just head back.
Let's go then.
Ningguang! Ningguang! We got everyone back safely! Paimon thought you'd be super anxious having to wait for us here at Yujing Terrace, but you seem as calm as ever.
Te dije que no estaría con un slime. ¿Qué te grabes la situación?
Huh? So this isn't the first time? I've never heard of this happening before.
¿Podría deberse al abismo?
You're thinking about Natlan, right? It did feel kind of similar,
Exacto.
but not exactly the same. Is Liyue's border anything like the Night Kingdom in Natlan?
No creo que ellos sepan a detalle en los temas del Reino de la Noche. Ah.
No wonder so many people have been aging faster than normal.
Then what should we do now?
Wait a second. That Gates method you mentioned. Are you talking about the one from the sanctification of Tao Du? Do-over? You mean make a whole new border?
Algo similar como lo que se hizo con Natlan, que se realizaron nuevas reglas. O sea, no se realizaron nuevas reglas en Natlan, sí es cierto. O sea, simplemente el ángel, pues, de Natlan, dependía justo de la vida que le habían dado los arcontes anteriores para que ella siguiera con vida, pero pues... Y necesitaba, obviamente, el alma, o sea, como que el sacrificio de otro tipo de alma, podríamos decirlo así, como para que tuviera más vida y por eso fue capitano y por eso ahora parece ser que es inmortal.
And the seven?
¿Qué me haría con el número 7, en serio?
What do you mean, obfuscate?
As in, disappear from the ley lines completely, never to be seen again, taking the banished evil along with them.
So someone has to die for this to work? But you can't seriously be considering this.
No, entonces podría ser Kiki, tomando en cuenta de que aguanta mucho. La incidencia. No me digas que se murió el abuelito diputado.
Huh? There was a disaster at Wuwang Hill? What happened?
Some sort of natural disaster, wasn't it? There used to be a village there, but then there was a flood or something. It took a lot of lives, and all the survivors moved away. But that doesn't explain how Wuwang Hill became the dark and gloomy place it is today. Maybe there was more to it. Sounds good. If we're all done here, I'd better get going too.
Wait, Long Yan. Paimon meant to ask, how did you know where to find Hu Tao? Did you already know something was wrong with the border?
Oh, that. Yeah, I definitely owe you an explanation. Why don't you meet me at the Adventurers Guild later? I just need to write a letter to my family first. I want to let them know I'm fine. And I also have some questions.
Como que
I
muy
wanna ask them.
evitativa Jutao. Sí me da que sí algo le pasó. O sea, fue cuando le pasó algo a su abuelo, ¿verdad? Y por eso ella se volvió jefa.
Alright, then we'll see you at the Adventurers Guild.
Traveler! Paimon! Over here! Perfect timing. I
Estaba del
literally
otro
just
lado, pero
posted my
bueno.
letter. Anyway, back to your question. Let me guess. You're probably thinking I predicted the border crisis with some kind of mysterious magic.
Well, yeah. Aren't the Lons of Chen Yu Vale all experts at Chiman divination or something?
No, that's simply not true. Yes, the Chiman arts have been practiced in my clan for many generations. And yes, Wind Reader is listed as one of our ancestors in the genealogy. But my family are only distant relatives. We branched off from the main family line long ago. By my grandpa's generation, the only Chiman he knew was a few parlor tricks. Put it like this. My grandpa makes a living telling fortunes in Yilong Wharf. But I'm making more than him just selling my handmade arts and crafts.
Huh. So why exactly did you come to look for Hu Tao?
Because Grandpa's readings have gone sideways recently. The romance and career fortunes are doing okay. But when it comes to longevity, everyone's readings suddenly saying they only have a few years left to live. It gave Grandpa quite a fright.
Ah, caray.
Fearing backlash from his clients, he closed shop and shut himself away at home, trying to divine an answer to the strange readings. But after days and nights of divination, the only clue he got was Wangshang Funeral Parlor. Right around that time, I happened to receive an invitation from the Ministry of Civil Affairs to organize a street fair. So I figured I might as well drop by the funeral parlor to see what Director Who might know about all this.
Oh. Wait, so your grandpa's divinations were correct all along, weren't they? The longevity readings were affected by the border crisis, and Wangsheng Funeral Parlor was the answer. Because
It's certainly looking that way. Apparently every soul in Liyue is now living under the creeping shadow of death. But so far, we are the only ones in the know.
Y cae esta figurilla de mimbre.
Wait, that's the one I left at Miss Yingar's shop. It's actually a product of genuine Chiman art. It's engraved with an exorcism sigil to absorb inauspicious energy in their owner's place, so they won't come to harm. I had no idea you'd been holding on to it all this time. I guess it was meant to be. You're more than welcome to keep it if you like. When I first arrived at Liyue Harbor, I passed by a large house and felt a chill go down my spine. So I made a rattan figure
de
and
mercaderes.
gave it to the young master there. Later on, I also sensed something similar around Timaeus, so I made another one and left it at Scent of Spring. Then I followed Director Who to Wuwang Hill, only to find she disappeared without a trace. While I was searching the area, I found Miss Chi-Chi. She was stuck in some kind of crevice, and she seemed to be blocking something from coming through. When I tried to pull her out, we both got pulled into a cold, dark place, which I soon discovered was the border. We wandered around aimlessly for a while, until we ran into Director Who. She'd lit some incense, and was burning Feder left and right with a flaming staff. But there was just too much. There was no way she could hope to get rid of it all. Worse still, the Feder blocked off the way we'd come in, trapping us inside. Thank goodness you came to our rescue.
Sí, qué coincidencia.
What
Entonces,
an ordeal! Still, your family sounds more impressive than you let on. Didn't you use some kind of illusion magic in the border?
Yes. Actually, that and the rattan figures are things I learned from one of my cousins in the main branch of my family. She's been practicing the Chiman arts since she was little. She's also the one I posed some questions to in my letter back home.
para preguntarles por el hechizo de las 7 y 8 puertas.
Wow! Good guess. Yes, I want to know for sure whether sacrificing one of the participants is a necessary part of the method or not. I figured she might know.
Huh? But Hutao already told us it won't come to that. She said we just need to make sure the person can withstand a strong blast of Feder.
I certainly hope that's true, but I can't help but feel uneasy about it. I haven't known Director Who for long, but I get the sense that she prefers to keep the truth bottled up sometimes.
Yep.
Sure, she talks a lot, and isn't afraid to broach dark and uncomfortable topics, but she really hasn't said much in the way of her own private thoughts. It's like she's already got a plan.
You mean, you think she lied to us?
I wouldn't call it lying per se, but remember when the Tianquan asked about the incident at Wuwang Hill from a decade ago?
Ajá.
Yep. Hutao said that it doesn't have anything to do with what's happening now. Are you saying they actually are related?
¿Qué sabes sobre ese asunto, Lanyan?
I just heard that there was a flood. But given everything that's going on, I think it likely had to do with the border as well. That would at least explain the strange weather going on at Wuwang Hill.
No solo eso, sino porque siempre cuando quieres ir a la frontera tienes que pasar por ahí.
I remember my cousin saying that around that time, the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor set up an altar on top of the hill. I just assumed it was for a funeral. But now, I can't help but wonder if it was some sort of ritual to try and fix the border. Anyway, the ceremony was hosted jointly by 2 former directors of the Wangsheng funeral parlor, namely Hu Tao's father and grandfather.
Oh, really? Hu Tao's never mentioned her dad to us before. How strange. So you think there's more to the story, huh?
Yeah, but since she brushed it aside when the Tianquan asked her about it, I don't see how I can broach the topic. I've only known her for a few days.
Vamos a preguntarle a Jutao.
You think we
Si es
should
que
ask
nos
her about it?
recibe.
But she's never opened up to us about family stuff before. What if she shuts us out?
Bueno, tampoco vamos a obligarla.
All right, let's go find her and take it from there.
Jutao, tienes unas cositas que nos tienes que responder. Híjole, está preocupada la pobre.
Oh. Yep, so we thought we'd come hang out with you. What were you looking at just now?
No serán imágenes mías que hayas topado escondidas. Mala suerte.
Huh? Wait, are they?
El abuelo, el padre y ella. Entonces tu padre... Creí que era el abuelo, pero entonces fue el padre y el abuelo fue el que cuidó a Jutao. Claro, con esa edad no podía haberse convertido en la directora.
That's awful. So, is that what made Wulong Hill the way it is today?
También se vio afectado.
Sounds like you blame your dad for all this. But maybe the question is, why did he mess up?
Ajá, eso está raro, ¿no?
But doesn't that show how much he cared?
Los...
You don't need to be so hard on him.
Sí, se escucha como que
Sure, he made a
muy...
mistake,
¿Qué le pasa,
but he
Jutao?
can't have meant for things to
¿Qué
turn
le
out
pasó a la
this way.
Jutao alegre? Gracias por contárnoslo.
All right. In that case, Paimon has one last question. Earlier, you said that no one will have to die when the array is activated. Is that the truth?
Uy, uy, uy.
Okay. That's all Paimon wanted to
Nos
hear.
está mintiendo otra vez, Jutao. ¿Qué vas a hacer? Ay, no. No tengo buena esperanza sobre esto.